Hello again, I'm Greg and welcome back to the second of these 3 creative sessions. I hope you're doing okay wherever you are. In the first session, of course, we created our personified objects, our interesting items, and we did a bit of a spider diagram about them all as well. In this second session, we are going to start thinking about writing about our objects and writing not just anything, but in this instance, writing songs and poems. And we're going to start doing that in this session. The first thing we are going to do is we are going to rewrite the words of a well-known nursery rhyme, but we're going to write them about one or more of our objects. And then the second thing we are going to do is we are going to write our very own poem about each of these objects. Before we go any further, I just want to check that you have all got, at the very least, a couple of pieces of paper. Again, I'm going to use my notepad, and a pen or a pencil. If you want, you can, of course, use a laptop or a tablet instead. So hopefully now you've got those items, and the first thing we are going to do in this session to get us thinking about song and poetry is we are going to rewrite the words of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Do we all know how that goes? I'll sing it for you just so you know. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. You all know how it goes, don't you? We are going to rewrite that song about each of our 3 items. So we're going to have 3 different versions of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So you know how the rhyming style goes: twinkle twinkle little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. So that rhyming structure, we're going to call that AA, because the first 2 lines rhyme. Then the second 2 lines rhyme, B, B. They rhyme, don't they? Sky and high. And then you're going to repeat those first 2 lines for the last 2 lines as well. So just to start you off, I'm going to give you an idea of what I am going to write about my first object. And to make this a little bit easier, you might want to look at your picture of your object, and also you might want to have that spider diagram you did in front of you, because those ideas are going to give you some ideas to write about. So the first thing I'm going to write about is Vinnie the Vacuum. So I'm going to get my Vinnie the Vacuum picture in front of me. I'm going to get my Vinnie the Vacuum spider diagram in front of me. And I'm going to start rewriting the words of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star about Vinnie the Vacuum. So I'm going to start with I hate cleaning in my house. I hate cleaning in my house. What if I found a mouse? Vinnie the Vacuum helps me clean. And then it's going to carry on. Da, 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 da. I hate cleaning in my house. What if I found a mouse? And I'm going to do that for each 3 of my items. So when I'm done, I'm going to have 3 different versions, brand new versions of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Press pause now, and you're going to have as much time as you want to do that. Welcome back. Hopefully now you have 3 different versions of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, one each about one of your different objects, one of your different personified items. I'm going to start by reading you my finished Twinkle Twinkle Little Star about Vinnie the Vacuum. It goes like this. I hate cleaning in my house. What if I found a mouse? Vinnie the Vacuum helps me clean. What a splendid grey machine. I hate cleaning in my house. What if I found a mouse? I'm sure yours are much better than mine. Don't worry if you didn't manage to make every single bit rhyme. I'm sure you had a brilliant go at it, and I'm sure we have some fantastic versions of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And now you have all written a song and you've all written a poem. So there you go. You are all song writers. You are all poems in your poets in your rewriting of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Now, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to write a bit of poetry with a little bit less of a structure. So, on your page, a brand new clean page, I would like you to write on the side here, down one side, A, B, A, B. So it looks like this, okay? And we are going to write a short 4-line poem about our object. So one poem per object. So again, you're going to end up with 3 different poems. And the only 2 rules are each poem has to be about one of your objects and it has to rhyme with this rhyming structure. So the lines A, they both have to rhyme. They don't have to rhyme with the letter A, but they have to rhyme, i.e. star and far. And the lines B and B also have to rhyme. So they don't have to rhyme with the sound B, but the words at the end have to rhyme. So you're going to end up with 3 4-line poems, 1 for each of your object. Off you go. Hello again. I'm sure you've now got 3 fantastic 4-line poems, 1 for each of your items. Just to give you a little example, I'm sure yours are a lot better than mine, but one of mine goes like this. To school, I used to wear a tie every day, but now it sits alone in my drawer. Because wearing a tie, it's really hard to play. I think ties should be banned by law. And there is a picture, the original picture of the tie. That's the end of this session. Hopefully you've now got 3 different versions of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and also 3 different short poems. So you are now all songwriters and you are now all poets. If you want to try and do some more poetry and songwriting before we move on to the next session, then you could try maybe doing some longer poems. So there we just did a 4-line poem. You could try a 6-line poem. You could try and write in a different rhyming scheme out. So down the side of the page, you could write A, B, B, C, C. So you could try writing to a different rhyming scheme and a longer poem. You could also try rewriting some different nursery rhymes. So any nursery rhyme you can think of, try and stick to the structure of that song, how long the lines are, and also its rhyming scheme, but you could use a different one. So there's lots of different things that you could do. Now you are all officially songwriters and poets. But for now, I'll see you in the next session, the last session. For the time being, well done again.